Pedro, for example, he always pops himself really out of the bike. He's like a human parachute.
I think maybe Paul described quite okay. Normally I use my body quite good.
He has a neck, it's almost like a Formula One neck.
Well, Acosta on the brake is just absolutely phenomenal.
The number one thing to combat every weekend is to make sure you stop well, because if you stop well, then you can enter the corner well and you can carry the right corner speed and you pick up correctly, you save the rear tyre. So it's always our number one thing that we focus on every weekend.
Braking MotoGP is quite special, you know, because with the carbon brakes, sometimes you get more power or less than what you expect, you know, for this. I think using your body is quite important.
The rider himself, the way he applies the pressure, the way he wants to keep the wheels on the ground, he's the biggest element of all this. How he uses his body, you'll see with Pedro, for example, he always pops himself really out of the bike. He's like a human parachute.
I think maybe Paul described quite okay. Normally I use my body quite good.
He has a neck, it's almost like a Formula One neck, and he has quite a long upper body, which also tends to help. At that speed, you pop yourself out of the fairing cover, and there's a lot of force on you. So I guess this is part of the thing, you know, why other riders struggle more to do it or not. And you know, and it's not easy. They feel like the helmet crushes into your face and you want to flip off the back of the bike. But he can do it at any element, any speed, and it's really, really impressive. It's another tool to slow you down. He's brought a whole new element to it. To be honest, it's something that surprised me a lot when I first saw him, because he stands out much more than the other riders for doing this. And I think it's a natural thing that he's figured out by himself. So it's not that we taught him when he come to MotoGP, it's from the first moment he got on the bike, he did this, you know. He's super relaxed in the braking phase, and I think that's what allows him to use his body in this way, you know. He's not stressed, he's not tense, he finds it easy to do, but it's not easy to do for sure. The front tyre is a massive part of how you stop the motorcycle, but with the generation of aero that we have now and all the years that we're putting more and more aero into the bike, then of course the tyre is suffering a lot more. So with the Michelin tyres and everything, the key is to use the rear tyre as much as possible to take the load off the front and use the rear of the bike to stop as much as possible. It always looks spectacular when you see the rear wheel off the ground, but it's not the best way to stop a motorcycle.
Also, how you manage the rear brake in the entry of the corners is quite important also.
The key with riders also is how they brake, you know. There's some people who are very aggressive on the front brake in the first touch. There's other ones who try to put the bike in a nice position first, then they squeeze the lever more. So this element of it and the riding style is a big thing that as a crew chief you always have to try to understand what they want to do and then try to make the best setup, you know. So things like the front fork spring, preload, these are a big part. The damping side of the front fork is a massive part that you try to get the feeling, you try to get the position they want. Some riders like to get the position of the bike by the brake pressure. Some people want that the bike falls into this position a little bit easier. So all these elements become a major part of the weekend.